Hey guys, my name's Justin and welcome to Healthborough, where we care about the design behind designer luxury. And if you do too, make sure to subscribe. So before we start, I just wanted to say I looked really cute today. My hair looked really good. I was wearing a different Boy Genius merch t-shirt thingy whatever, and it rained, and then now I'm like, and I also took a nap, so I'm also like, so that's just where I'm at right now. So for today's video, I have a bag review for you of the, oh my god, okay, Loewe Mini Puzzle LED black strap mini. I have not used a bag more than this one. Maybe my Givenchy Pandora, just because that was my first and I would wear it like everywhere. But like, I was very like gentle with that one at first. And this one, no holds barred. So if you're unfamiliar with my bag reviews, I typically like to use 5 categories to define it: design, durability, comfort, investment value, and then impact. Think like visual impact. And as always, these reviews aren't like, oh, this is a good bag, this is a bad bag. It's just to help like you make the decision of if you like this bag or not. And I do recognize that a lot of my bags are more on the different side. I have some unique bags that maybe aren't everyone's interest, but I also like the idea of being able to share like different aspects of like luxury fashion and accessories and whatever, so that people who are just curious can also like find out. I just like squishing it sometimes. I guess we can start. So the first category is design. If you're unfamiliar with me, I need to tell you now, I am absolutely a Loewe stan, a Jonathan Anderson stan. The fact that he came out with the puzzle bag, it was a bag that, I don't know, I kind of like was like, sure, it's fine, until I like really looked into the details of it. I've done like, I think 2 other puzzle bag reviews, one of another mini but with a different kind of slant to it, that's from like a collab, and then another one that was the small which is also part of a different collab. So this is actually the first just Loewe puzzle bag that I'm reviewing. I know how ridiculous that sounds. This basically just reads as a mini black puzzle, and it has like silver hardware to keep it more on the cool side, and I think it reads a bit more like masculine, as like as masculine as a mini bag can read. But the fact that they did think ahead and have like this like canted hardware, a strap that doesn't spin, so that the strap, once you like attach it on the way that you want, it stays. I actually like that. I think I talked about it before, being like, oh, I wish it spun. There's no reason for it to, so like whatever. The seams on the outside of the bag being like the fold points of like, oh, this is how the puzzle comes together, like, which is cute. And then one of my favorite details is that the handle, the seam is on the back, so when you're carrying it, you don't feel that seam. I guess one thing to note is that it's just one interior compartment, which is fine. Like, it's so small, there's not really a reason to have like a pocket for anything. I guess you could do like a card slot, but it's whatever. But let's get to the part of the design that makes this bag unique.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I feel like in the 2010s, a lot of designers were like putting like LED lights in their bags. They were exploring that kind of concept. The way that those LED lights read in a fun way is very tacky, and I think that's kind of the point. It's supposed to feel very like forced, but then the fact that it highlights the part of the seams where like the puzzle gets the name in a way, as subtle as an LED effect on a bag can be, but I think that's also what makes this bag so interesting. When we're talking about the design of it, it's very like, yes, a light up bag. It's like light up shoes. It's very like juvenile, unserious. But the way that Jonathan Anderson did this is it actually has a reason. Like it's not just like everything lights up. It actually follows this kind of like paradigm that's set from this now iconic, in a way, not in the same way that like Louis Vuitton and Gucci are, but like shape that is very recognizable, especially within like fashion circles. And to me, that's really interesting and impressive. There's this kind of juxtaposition between like very flashy, but also you kind of still have to know what it means for it to mean something in a way. And for me, that is just impressive how much thought is put into like this stupid little like light up bag. Like this could be like a little like Barbie bag accessory, or something that feels like it has like a lot of like thought put behind it. So I think that's the reason why I'm going to give this one a 10. Is that the first 10 I've ever done? All right, so next category is durability. At risk of sounding like a broken record, I have to say like Loewe, their craftsmanship and their quality of materials is always impressive. This leather is kind of the perfect example of like, as long as you like care for it, which I don't care for it, it'll like last. This is actually my go-to bag, and where I'm at right now is like, you can start seeing like it being worn down a little. I kind of stuff this bag when I use it, but like really when I look at it, yeah, I saw some like scratches on the hardware. There's some scratches here on the bottom, but like because it is just like a solid black as well, it's very difficult to like see any flaws. So confession time. There was like a little bit of like the painted stuff on the side that started to peel a little bit, and I just like was picking at it and I was like, oh, it just like came off easy, so it's not here anymore. But I feel like I should be like transparent and be like, oh yeah, there's like a little bit of peeling there. Like pimple popper videos, no, that's gross. This is for me. I'm like, oh, there's like a little thing I can like peel off. But yeah, so there is like a little bit of like it rubbing down. That being said, like this is kind of like my go-to bag now. Like I know I said that about like my Balenciaga Hourglass that like has like the glitter in it. It's not the move for me anymore. This, it doesn't need light to reflect, it creates light. What was this category? Oh yeah, durability. And then another thing about the durability is that I know a lot of people are like worried about zippers and like the quality of zippers and how they last. I don't know if this is like YKK or whatever, but like this, I haven't even had the beginnings of a problem with this zipper. It's super smooth, it hasn't caught. I'm really impressed for like not knowing the brand of the zipper and how good the zipper is. As well as like the hardware, it still is. I mean, I don't like take, no, I do. I take off the strap every time that I'm not wearing it. I like coil it up and put it inside the bag. So like the fact that this mechanism is also still very strong, I think that's amazing. I think that's great. In general, I would say the durability, it's just like any other Loewe product. It's not immune to flaws, but it handles them well and it wears super well. So I will give this one a 9. All right, next category, comfort. For me, it's the same as any other Loewe product as well. I do wish the strap was a little bit thicker maybe, although it makes sense for the scale of the bag, how thin this strap is. Reflecting now, I wish that like the strap was adjustable just because it would be nice for it to be a little bit shorter on me. But at the same time, it's like, it's so small, it really doesn't matter. I also just don't mind wearing my bags a little bit low, like it hits my hip instead of like my midriff. And again, like with any like puzzle bag in general, the fact that there's a flap over the zipper gives me a little bit of like that secure feeling of like it's going to be difficult to like open the bag as well as reach in because there's that extra flap on top of the zipper. And then as far as like being able to bring stuff, I don't know if I've included this in the comfort aspect, but I feel like it's kind of relevant because this bag has like a battery for the lights built in. As far as comfort of like being able to like have all the stuff that you want with you, I think it's also fine. I've been able to fit like a passport, like card holder, keys, I think sunglasses, lip balm, lotion, and like my, of course, dairy pills. Into here, into this tiny little thing, and it fits beautifully. So for me, I think I have to give comfort a 10. Alright, so for the next category of investment value, it's always kind of complicated when I talk about this. Not just because like, to buy a bag to sell it later is, in my opinion, like, you know, but like, I try not to buy just like the standard like core collection bag, you know? I like to get bags that have like a little bit of something unique about them. A lot of people don't like that. I think a lot of people do like the standard issue, like this is what just like you can find on the shelf, easy, any location, find it online, whatever. And I get it, like something that is practical and usable But then something like this, where there wasn't a lot of hype about it necessarily, it came from one of the collections, but if there is someone who's like extremely into a light up bag and would be interested in buying this off of me, I do believe that you could, if you wait around long enough, you could find a buyer who will buy it at least for what you paid for it, or at least so that you can make back what you paid for it. Because I do have to say I'm guilty of like being like, oh yeah, I'll buy that for like a little bit extra. It's only happened like once or twice, but like that being said, like normally if it was like just like, yeah, like standard issue, I'd be like, oh, this would be terrible for resale. Like you would have to like do fractions and fractions of whatever the cost that you paid. But this one I think is actually pretty decent, similar to like the limited collection ones where it's like, if I couldn't get the value or above, I could for sure get like most of what I paid back. And I think this one would be no different given like the right circumstances and the right kind of buyer. So I think for investment value, I'll give this one a 7. All right, and now we are going to talk about the last category, which is impact. One of the ways that I like to talk about impact is just from the visual side, how much attention it will get you. And baby, this is the perfect bag for that because it is so versatile. If you want it to just look like a regular black mini puzzle, you're good. You want to be subtle, you want to just like fly through life under the radar, this is it. But then when you want that flash, that bang, that pop, when you want to like get a little bit of attention, oh easy, just reach in and you're just like,
Wow.
oh hi. I've brought this to concerts and like when people like wave their like phone light, I'll like turn this on, I'll be like it doesn't like get any attention from the singer, but I just love it because it's stupid because then people around are like, what's happening? Same thing like if I wear it like at the club, because I go to clubs so often, or like at a party with friends or whatever, just out, I have it like that, oh, people will comment. People will find a reason to comment because it's just so weird. Actually, I would say like when talking about this category, yes, Telfar is great to talk about like community and that kind of impact, but this, the visual impact from this and the fact that it is versatile and you can have it both ways, because yes, you can have your cake and eat it too. 10. All right, so the final score for this is a 46 out of 50. I feel like that's one of the highest. Is that the highest? I have no idea. There's just gonna be like a little like clip art of like a trumpet, just be like burr, burr, burr. I'm not surprised at how high of a score it got because this is like a daily driver for me. I bring this on my errands to the grocery store. If I'm traveling anywhere, this is absolutely a bag I take because it is secure, it is small enough, and like the thing is like when I'm traveling, I will stuff it full of like socks to like not only like help it keep its shape, but to also be like a little packing cube. Which sounds ridiculous. Any and everywhere, it is perfect because it can be low profile, it can also be very fun and a statement piece. And I think that's what makes this bag so great. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys share the same opinion on this bag? Because I feel like this bag could potentially be very polarizing, where it's like, no, it looks stupid, it is stupid. Or it's like, oh no, that's not even exciting or something like that. I'm just curious what you guys have to say, but I also just like hearing from you guys. But that is all I have for you today. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and that you too care about the design, fine design, and luxury. Until next time.
Wow.
Oh my god, stream fast forward. People are gonna be like, I know that song. That's not what that song sounds like.